Now we proceed with the next implied terms. Implied conditions as to quality or fitness for particular purpose. This is stated under section 16, subsection 1 of the Act. Okay, this is the general rule. General rule existed under Sale of Goods Act. Okay, so it is an implied conditions. Okay, so just to highlight here that quality, it will focus on quality and then fitness for particular purpose of the goods. Okay, this is known as caveat emptor at common law, or let the buyer beware. Okay, buyer must exercise care when he makes purchase. So the buyer tak boleh salah lah untuk pilih barang. If he does not, he must bear the consequences. And this rule is restated in our Malaysian legislations under section 16 subsection 1 of the Sale of Goods Act. So according to these provisions, okay, there is no implied warranty or condition as to the quality or fitness for any particular purpose of goods supplied under contract of sale. So if we just rely on section 16 subsection 1, this is only a general rule. So secara dasarnya, okay, we as a buyer, we cannot claim for any breach of implied warranty or condition as to the quality. So kalau ada breach of quality, kita tak boleh claim. Kalau ada breach of fitness for any particular purpose pun tak boleh claim. So this is the general rule governed under section 16 subsection 1. However, there are two exceptions. So I pergi dekat yang paling simple so that you boleh nampak. Okay, now the two exceptions to this rule are: goods must be reasonably fit for purpose for which the buyer wants them, based on section 16 subsection 1 subsection A of the Sale of Goods Act. So this is the first exception, meaning that goods yang dijual tu must be reasonably fit for the purpose. So sesuai lah dengan tujuan buyer tu beli. Okay, it must be fit for purposes for which the buyer wants them. And the second exception, the goods must be of merchantable quality, based on section 16 subsection 1 subsection B of the Sale of Goods Act. Okay, kita tengok the first exceptions. Under section 16 subsection 1A, goods must be reasonably fit for purpose for which the buyer wants them. So ikut apa dia purpose buyer purchase the goods. Okay. However, in order to apply the first exceptions, you must fulfill these four elements. There are four conditions or elements must be fulfilled. First is there must be a disclosure of purpose, a reliance on the seller's skill and judgments. The goods supplied are the descriptions which the seller's business to supply, and the goods must not have been bought under patent and trade name. Okay, the first condition, disclosure purpose. Disclosure of purpose meaning that buyer must disclose the purpose why he wants to purchase the goods. However, buyer normally will not tell the seller the purpose of the goods in obvious cases. For example, if you want to buy nasi lemak, whether you have to tell the purpose, whether you have to disclose the purpose to the makcik Kia. No need, right? So, okay, so kita tahulah kalau nak beli nasi lemak untuk makan, kan? Okay, for example, when Ali wants to buy a bread, there is an implied notice given to the bread's vendor that the bread is for eating, and that will be a breach of condition if the bread is moldy at the time it is bought. Sama juga kalau beli nasi lemak, you tak perlu pun nak disclose the purpose, but later masa you nak makan dah basi, so you can take action against the seller because there is a breach of fitness of particular purpose. Okay, example of case, you may refer to the case of Prius against Last. The plaintiff purchased a hot water bottle from the defendant, a retail chemist, and some days later the bottle burst while in use by the plaintiff's wife. As a result, she was scalded and the plaintiff sued the defendants. However, Okay, in this case, okay, the description of the goods by which they were so pointed to one particular purpose only. So tak perlu nak disclose because it was pointed to one particular purpose. Okay, the purpose of hot water bottle tu untuk okay, untuk ni lah isi air panas, right? So the requirements of disclosure of purpose is deemed to be fulfilled. Okay, next. Okay, another example you may refer here is, okay, for an illustration, Andre wants to buy herbs for beauty treatment of her face. She must tell the seller about this so that the seller may recommend suitable herbs. So, masa dia nak beli dia nak beli herbs tu, dia kena disclose untuk apa dia beli herbs. For beauty treatments of her face. If the seller is not told of this specific purpose, there is no breach of implied condition if the seller sells Andre herbs which are suitable for cooking but unsuitable for beauty treatments, but they fail to disclose. Okay, another example of case, you refer to the case of Griffith against Peter Conway Limited. A woman with unusually sensitive skin brought Harris to court without disclosing her sensitivity to the seller. So, dia tak disclose dia ada sensitive skin. She did not succeed in her claim against the seller for breach of implied condition as to fitness of particular purpose because the court will not harm a normal person. So, dia ni ada special lah, dia sensitive skin. So, dia kena disclose to seller, but because of she failed to disclose, then she cannot claim against the seller. Okay, the second condition is there must be reliance on the seller's skill and judgment. Okay, this is where, okay, for example, if you go to the pharmacy, you want to buy a shampoo, okay, and you ask the pharmacist there, okay, I want to buy a shampoo to treat my hair fall problems. So you disclose the purpose, right? Okay, what is the purpose? You disclose the purpose why you want to buy the product because you rely on the seller's skill and judgment. So when you disclose the purpose to the seller, meaning that you rely on their skill and judgment. So the second condition will be fulfilled. Okay, next. Okay, you refer to the case of Manchester Liners Limited against Rail Limited. It was held by the court that express disclosure of the purpose for which the goods were required were evidence of reliance on the seller's skill and judgment. So we can conclude here that if you are able to fulfill the first condition just now, disclosure of purpose, you will also fulfill the second condition, reliance on the seller's skill and judgment. Okay, third condition, the goods supplied are the description which the seller's business to supply. Okay, goods yang you beli tu must be the kind which is in the course of the seller's business to supply. Okay, janganlah pula, okay, you nak beli, for example, you nak beli shampoo to treat hair fall problem, tapi you pergi beli dekat pasar malam. Okay, so yang tu bukan business of seller to supply lah. Okay, so it is better for you to go to Watsons, Guardians, pharmacy, okay, to find that shampoo. And this is also important condition, the goods must not have been bought under patent and trade name. Maksudnya you tak beli based on brand. Okay, you tak beli sebab produk tu sendiri, okay, but you beli based on the seller's skill and judgments. For example, Jack went into a provision shop and wanted to buy Colgate toothpaste. There is no implied condition as to its fitness for any particular purpose because dia dah tahu, okay, dia nak beli jenama Colgate. Dia tak tanya per seller, so he does not rely on the seller's skill and judgment. Okay. Another example, illustration. Okay, let's say you nak beli shampoo to treat hair fall problems. Okay, last night you tengok advertisement ATV. Okay, shampoo Safi Shaila. Okay, to treat hair fall problems. So esoknya tu, okay, you went to the pharmacy and then you bought the shampoo. Okay, meaning that you bought the goods based on patent and trade name. So last condition cannot be fulfilled because you haven't relied on the seller's skill and judgment. Okay. Alright. Next, okay, implied condition as to merchantable quality. This is under second exception, okay, section 16, subsection 1b, where the goods are bought by descriptions from a seller who deals in goods of that descriptions. There is an implied conditions that the goods shall be of merchantable quality, provided that if the buyer has examined the goods, there shall be no implied conditions as regards defect which such examination ought to reveal. Okay, maksudnya you beli goods based on descriptions. So ada implied conditions that goods must be of merchantable quality. Merchantable quality must it is means standard of quality, goods quality. Maksudnya kalau you beli brand, for example you nak beli uh, sport shoes, okay, you beli brand Adidas. So you dah tahu mesti akan ada merchantable quality according to its standards of quality. Okay, even you dah examine pun dia tak discover the defects, right? Tapi let's say you examine the goods and then you discover the defect but you still proceed with the sale, you cannot claim it under section 16 subsection 1b. Okay, you may refer to the case of in the case of David Jones and Wills, a pair of shoes where the heel came off on the third occasions of wearing was held to be unmerchantable. Okay, but there are several factors that needs to be taken into account. For example, okay, let's say for the shoes itself, okay, kat mana dia beli kasut tu? Okay, let's say you beli you beli heels, okay. Let's say you beli heels from pasar malam. Okay, so second time you pakai dah the heel came off. Maksudnya the goods itself is not according to the standard quality. Okay, so you beli dekat pasar malam, so you tak boleh nak expect dia ada merchantable quality. Right? So this is how you use these exceptions. Two exceptions. Okay, under section 16, subsection 1, A and B.